it's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and day 2 in Manteca. We had a visit today from follower Aileen and her husband, Mr. Aileen. It was very, very exciting to talk to other succulent and cactus enthusiasts that live here in this area. If you are in the area and you would like to come by the job site, just email me at designforserenity@yahoo.com. And if you can prove you're not a serial killer, you're in. Okay, today the crew, with the help of a local named Seth, has moved almost 4 yards of soil, and Greg went to get, here's Seth. Greg went to get a couple or 3 more yards, which will make a total of 7 cubic yards of soil in this installation. We also are systematically moving back the boulders. We have accomplished some staging in here, and you know, I'm trying to work as methodically as I can because especially in this heat, it's going to be 104 degrees today. Although don't worry, we got here really early, so we'll be out of here before the hottest part of the day. But I don't want to move things more than once. So these are fairly well staged. This is going to be cactus in here. Then the tricky part, cactus over here, is figuring out my tapestry, because this is a giant space under this jacaranda. I mean, there is just planting space for days, and I want to make the most of it. So I have established some mounding here and behind the tree. I think I will be flanking with some more cactus, probably some cactus here and some cactus here, in addition to running them all the way down to the bougainvillea on this side. Because the thing with these cactus and with cactus, don't make the mistake of doing a tapestry. Cactus need some room in between them to look their absolute best. So it's a totally different mentality when planting a cactus garden. I hope you will take note of that as we move forward in this installation as the days pass. So I have a lot of cactus, and I may do some flanking with them. It's just gonna, you know, it's fun. I love this. It's like putting together a puzzle without the picture on the box for reference. I'm making this up absolutely as I go, and it's just really fun. I have plenty of material to work with, but you and I are both going to be surprised at how it turns out. Right in front of where Luke dropped it there, Seth. So it's about 11 o'clock and it's hot. We're trying to get all of the soil back today. Let me get out of your way, guys. And as many of the boulders as we can. Tomorrow is not going to be nearly as warm, so that's good. We will be calling it after lunch today. So we're doing fine. If you want to take a peek out here, you can see some of the plants that our client is trying to work with. These have been in the ground for a while, and already you can see that the echeverias are really desiccated. Look at that. I mean, they're just so unhappy. But the aloe blue glow, agave blue glow, and this little guy, Podatorum, maybe hybrid or something, and then this cream spike looks spectacular. So I think I'm going to dig these up and use them in my installation, because all of these agaves are going to get way too big pretty quickly for this tiny little space. We'll figure that out. Over here, you can see how much dirt we have left to move. It looks like the guys and Hannah have moved about almost half of the boulders, so that's good. Progress there. It's just, you know, it's really, really time consuming moving all of this stuff one wheelbarrow at a time to the back. So, you know, minute by minute, we're working it out. While I have you guys out here, I wanted to talk to you about this front yard and my plans for it. This is, you know, one of, it's a community in Manteca that is so similar to so many others that are coming up. This is a really up and coming area in the Central Valley. And I don't think they've got the memo yet about the drought that California is suffering. It's just grass, 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 seas and seas of lawn. So my wonderful forward-thinking client is very, very excited and interested about transforming her front yard into a cactus and succulent garden, which just my breath, I mean, I can't even breathe when I think about it because of the potential for inspiration to show these other homeowners and then the trickle-down effect of what that could mean as people see that there are really good water-wise sustainable options. So this tree, the lawn, all the shrubs, out of here. I have seen a few Palo Verde Desert Museum trees around Manteca. That would be a phenomenal option for a tree. I understand as hot as it is here, you know, trees may be important. There's also the Yucca brevifolia. Those are everywhere. That gets very, very tree-like. There, you know, there are some really great options that we can consider. I mean, this tree has been hacked and pollarded and it's extremely misshapen. And look at how all of the roots have come to the surface looking for water. It's, you know, they're all girdled and it's just a mess. No love lost on that. And, you know, this yard extends, you know, the shared space. My goodness, this is at least 250 square feet, just this area right here. And her property goes, I think Greg is parked on the property marker, but I think it goes about to here. So all of this grass will go. You know, we can get rid of all of the ugly shrubs there and all of these ugly shrubs, and I can pull in mounds, boulders. You guys have been so great about letting me know about more nurseries, more rock yards. I'm feeling like I'm becoming a local almost. So this is just going to get better. So sorry, Hannah was being so annoying. Yeah, it's hot and everybody's tempers are a little short. So please bear with us and thank you for your patience. Greg has been working on irrigation and we'll continue to do that. We are going to plumb this side over here with subterranean drip. I'm in the process of following the sun and trying to learn where the hot spots are, you know, really dial in microclimatically. And this is a very, very large area under here. And I think, you know, in another phase, I will probably bring more plant material in the back. But I just want my client to have an opportunity to really embrace cactus and succulents before we bring in more perennials or placeholder shrubs or anything like that. So I'm going to be a little hyperventilative at the end of this project because it's not going to be, you know, as full as I would like, but I can be patient and I hope she can too. I will be staging things, you know, in these where you see the mounded areas. I will get some things going, but the idea is to knit together the tapestry in this mounded area that you see here, and then just stash maybe some of the columnar cactus or those cotyledon dollar stores or something that's going to give me some height back here against the fence. I was also thinking the driftwood that looks like a middle finger would be super duper right here. This will really visually take up a lot of space. Also, it's patio adjacent, and this is the money, looking out from the kitchen and the home and the patio this way. So I want to make sure that there's really interesting things here. We've also got this fence that's in excellent shape, but it's a lot of brown fence, isn't it? So I'm also racking my brain thinking about what we can do against this fence, for example, to soften it up. I don't necessarily think gutters are a good idea here because of the heat. I think that would be really unsustainable. But you know, this is my process. I just trust it. I do what's in front of me to do. I keep my blinders on. I work and I wait for inspiration, which I promise you will come. So if you're frustrated or you've hit the wall in your own yard, or if you have analysis paralysis, I encourage you to just step away, take a minute, trust the process, and look back at it the next day with some fresh eyes. It's always such a reward to hose all the filth off of the rocks and bring out their true colors. Now, guys, don't be intimidated when you're staging your boulders. You know, I'm not married to this staging 100%. As I start to bring in plants, it's, you know, and we start digging holes and soil starts getting slopped everywhere, this footprint is going to change. But that's okay. Just start somewhere. Just start somewhere that feels good to you and build it out. You can plant one boulder and one plant if you want. You can stage all your boulders and then do all your plants. This is kind of advanced staging only because I've done this so many times. I kind of know what's what. But, you know, if you're new to this, you don't have to do this the way I'm doing it. You don't have to put all the boulders down first. Just do a little section and add your plants. And, you know, in other words, even with your mounding, you know, if you stockpile your soil, your boulders, and your plants, you know, you can go in any pattern or configuration that you like. Okay, so this is about all we are going to do today. Tomorrow we will finish moving soil and boulders, and once we begin planting, the planting portion of the program is going to go much, much faster than moving and staging all this soil and boulder. So thank you very much for hanging in there. You guys, we're at like 99,500 and some odd subscribers. So close to 100,000. Like 30 times a day I'm refreshing to watch the number climb. It's just a really exciting milestone, and we can all be really proud of it. So be sure and share these videos with your plant loving friends on and off YouTube. I really appreciate all of your support and all of your fabulous comments, and I look forward to meeting so many of you over the next couple of days that live local. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with Day 2 in Manteca, and your succulent tip of the day. Stay cool.